Traakenholt, Episode 2. In short, Traakenholt looked misplaced in the bay. It gave the impression of not belonging, as if it were a toy that had been left behind by accident. A truly gigantic toy left behind by something hugely powerful. This impression was heightened by the fact that the top of the island didn't look much like naturally formed weathered peaks at all, but almost as if it had been constructed. Indeed, if you looked long enough from certain angles, the craggy peaks and cliffs began to take on the shape of towers and ramparts, and in the right light you could almost believe it was a giant fortress or castle. Not that the people of Tenk spent much time gazing at it. Even they, living and dying almost within its shadow as they did, began to get uncomfortable looking at it for too long. An occasional reassuring glance was enough. A quick look to get the boat positioned in the bay for the best possible catch. A brief glimpse through the trees to help find the way back to the village after gathering berries in the back country. A sideways glance to accompany a muttered curse when a basket of clean laundry got spilt on the dusty floor. The sight of the island was woven into their fabric of their daily lives. They always kept an eye on it, but never for too long at any one time. Strangely, though, they also often spoke of the island in passing, though they never used its name. Phrases such as, "The island shall be gone before that ever happens," or "May the island's peace grace you," were commonplace, and many an oath was sworn on its rocks. But if ever a child were to utter the name Traakenholt, they would receive a frightful scolding from their parents. Indeed, the island was used as much for discipline as reassurance. Children were told that the occasional unexpected eerie screams and screeches that might emit from the island at any time of the day or night were the wails of wicked children that the island had taken from their parents and imprisoned as punishment. It was an effective threat when chasing a disobedient child off to bed. No child was ever foolish enough to doubt or challenge this story. The way the grown-up conversations would die and be replaced by nervous looks whenever the screams could be heard was proof enough that this was no fantasy. So it was that all the people of Tenk were both thankful for its graces and fearful of its menace. They remained conscious of its presence, but never thought of its existence. They never wanted to be too far away from it, but always kept it at a respectful distance. In fact, though they sailed close to it on occasion, nobody in living memory had ever actually set foot on the island. Until today.